Hey guys, welcome to the channel and thank you for watching. The Premier League match week number 8 is gonna be this weekend, and in this video I am going to give you my preview. Feel free to get in the comment section down below and give your predictions. Don't forget that you can join us Saturday and Sunday for all the games. We're gonna be live on GFC Global Fans channel. You join us a couple hours before the games and you can comment the game with me and aftermath and all that. Call in show, the link always provided for everybody to call, no exception. Thank you so much, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Let's start by checking out what is happening on the table, right? Manchester City, Spurs, Arsenal, Liverpool, Aston Villa, Brighton, West Ham, Newcastle United, Crystal Palace, Manchester United, Chelsea 11th, and we go Nottingham Forest, Fulham, Brentford, Wolves, Everton, Luton Town, Burnley, Bournemouth, and Sheffield United bottom. As you can tell, the table is taking shape, and this weekend is gonna be the last one before the international break. So every team is gonna try to win their last game so they can go on an international break with some kind of momentum.
Fight and win!
So let's start by Saturday, October the 7th, 2023. The early game, 7:30 Eastern Time, AM, of course. It's going to be between Luton Town and Tottenham Hotspurs. Hotspurs haven't really lost any game this season, and Luton Town are struggling. I think this one is an easy prediction for me. Tottenham Hotspurs 3, Luton Town 0. Moving on, the second game of the day on Saturday is going to be Burnley against Chelsea Football Club. I am going to make a special video about the Chelsea game to give more details, but this one is going to be a win for Chelsea, 3-0 away. They have to keep the momentum going, and they are doing pretty good at the moment. Let's move on. Everton against Bournemouth. Check on some statistics here. Recent results, you can tell the last game Bournemouth actually lost against Arsenal, and Everton lost against Luton Town. So this game is a must win for Everton, but also Bournemouth are not in a good position at the moment. But I think at home, Goodison Park, with the fans, Everton are going to win 2-1. Moving on, Fulham against Sheffield United. Sheffield United are not doing good right now. Remember, they lost their last couple games by 10-0. What I mean by 10-0 is they lost against Newcastle 8-0. They lost against West Ham United 2-0. Fulham, the last game, they lost against Chelsea Football Club 2-0 at home. So they're going to try to win this game. It's going to be a very tough game, and I think it's going to be 1-0 to Fulham. Moving on, Manchester United against Brentford. Erik ten Hag needs to win this game because the pressure is going to be even higher. At the moment, they are not doing good in the Champions League and also in the Premier League. Crystal Palace actually beat them at home 1-0 the last time. And for Brentford, they drew against Nottingham Forest the last game. United to win this game 2-1. I think they have the tools and they're going to push with their own fans to win this game. Let's move on. The last game for Saturday. Crystal Palace against Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest drew the last game against Brentford, and Crystal Palace beat Manchester United away 2-2 at the end. Very solid teams, both of them. Sometimes struggle to score goals, but this one is going to be a draw. Let's move on. Now we're going to talk about the games on Sunday, October the 8th, 2023.
Will you explain to me how that was offside? No, I'm asking you. Seriously, explain offside to me. It made no sense.
The first game is going to be Brighton against Liverpool. Two very good teams. Let's be honest, Brighton been shaky at time in the last few games. They lost really heavily against Aston Villa, the last game in the Premier League, and Liverpool also lost their last game in the Premier League against Tottenham Hotspurs 2-1. This game is gonna end up by another draw 2-2. It's gonna be a hell of a game. You have to watch it. Let's move on. 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Sunday. West Ham against Newcastle United. Newcastle United are flying very high. They just beat PSG convincingly 4-1 in the Champions League. And in the Premier League, actually, the last two games, they scored like 10 goals and didn't concede any. They scored 8-0 against Sheffield United and then scored 2-0 against Burnley. West Ham, they won the last game against Sheffield United. And the other week, they lost against Liverpool 3-1. And they're going to be a little bit tired because I think they're still in the Europa League, right? West Ham. So they play on Thursday. And Newcastle United played on Wednesday in the Champions League. So they have 1 day more to rest. I think Newcastle United are going to get the job done. 3-1. 3-1 away. Let's go. Move on. 9 o'clock, the same time as the previous game that I just talked about. Wolves against Aston Villa. Aston Villa are very confident at the moment. Even though they're going to play on Thursday in the Conference League, I think in terms of like energy and power, Wolves are going to have more energy because they have more rest. But Aston Villa, after destroying Brighton, I think they are very confident at the moment. And I see this game, it's going to be a 2-2 draw. Let's move on. The last game of Sunday, big one. Manchester City been a little shaky. They lost in the Premier League against Wolves and all that, but they won in the Champions League. 3-1 against Leipzig. Arsenal actually lost away against Lens 2-1. So who's gonna win this game? Wow, it's going to be tough, but I don't see Manchester City dropping point anymore. Unfortunately, they have a hell of a squad. I know they are not the same as the Manchester City of last season. They can't get motivated because they won the treble. They pretty much won everything. But look at this. If you go to the recent meetings here. Manchester City won 2-1, Manchester City 5-0, Manchester City 2-1, Manchester City 3-1, Manchester City 4-1. So it's horrible record when it comes to Arsenal and against Manchester City. So I think City are gonna just get the job done. 2-1 at the end to Manchester City.